Oh, I just fucked the audio so fucking hard. Alright. I don't know what I had it set at, but it's completely different from what it has been for the past fucking 25 videos. Alright, cool. I'm sorry, I'm like sweating doing this, guys. Cut me some slack. I just got out of the hospital today. Yeah, they gave me antibiotics. I would kind of dig a new toothbrush. I would kind of dig that. My toothbrush has seen better days. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been to the dentist, so. Oh. I'm trying to fix an audio issue right now. So somebody else go. Yes. I was practicing my music quietly to myself. feel like the tavern keeper's definitely gonna like go tell the town guard that a bunch of people have fucking barged shut his tavern. Where's Nephis? Oh.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy.
Not in the game yet. I'm still trying to figure out what's wrong with the audio of the archive. No, go ahead, because it'll probably take a while. Oh. 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 Okay.
It's yeah, it's daybreak. The sun has just risen.
Aha!
Yeah, Carlos should probably be like sitting at the bar. Probably with the rest of these weirdos.
But that begs the question, who's on watch and is the door locked?
Anton's on
Nephis
watch.
was able to walk through the door.
Oh.
He's like phasic energies. Look at him.
I thought that was said. I don't know.
No, I thought we
I forgot that the door was locked. And when we had all remembered that the door was locked, we fixed.
Oh, okay. I'm
fixed the
sorry. I'm
causality
here now.
issue.
I fixed everything. Thank you. I'm sorry.
We fixed the continuity of the universe.
So Nephis knocks on the door, I'd imagine. And
Who is it?
Anton's going to go check. Who's there?
It's me.
A little more specific.
It's Nephis. Open up.
Okay. Anton opens the door, peeks for a moment, and then just sees that it's just Nephis and lets him in.
I might push my way in.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to close the door after he gets in, and I'm going to lock it.
Classic Nephis. That's how I know he's not a doppelganger.
Yes.
What's
Where the
going
hell's-
on?
Where the hells have you been?
Been walking.
I'm gonna look at like his shoes, just kind of see how dirty they have been. Like they're all muddied and shit. So
Probably be covered head to toe with dirt. And my clothing would be stained from mud.
yeah, I can tell.
Nevis would walk into the pub to everyone.
I'm gonna close this door and lock this one. If the tavern keeper's having any issue with this, I will most certainly be interested in talking with him. Because I
He's in
don't
the
want to.
back preparing breakfast for you guys.
Okay, I don't want to get like in the way of whatever he's doing, but I'm also trying to make sure people are still safe here.
Mm. No, he's getting breakfast ready.
Okay.
So Nephis, in addition to whatever party members might be awake, you also notice that there is an older-looking orc, dragonborn dressed in plate armor, and a middle-aged human male just hanging out at the bar.
Copy that. Nephis is kind of gonna straighten his back and slowly walk over to a stool and just keep his hand on his sword and drop his ruck and just kind of eye the orc.
The
But-
orc eyes you back. He's in his big ass hands. He's whittling at a piece of soapstone with a knife. He's just kind of returning your gaze levelly without any real hint of emotion.
Then I'm gonna ease up. Nephis is just gonna sit and kind of relax a little bit, but still holding his hand on his sword. If you want to move to someone else, Nephis
Alright.
is just gonna keep to himself.
Yeah. I will. And Anton, you are up and ready and active, and you're here. What you want to do? What you doing?
Let's see. Everybody's awake, it looks like. Let's see. Vin's still upstairs. Let's see. Carlos and Khutula are down here, I want to say. No, I'm going to go check on her, make sure she's doing all right. She's probably
Classic Anton.
doing better now, I'd imagine.
She's kind of, excuse me. She's kind of like glances up at you and nods and sits there staring at her water. Obviously still very exhausted.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm alive.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Definitely.
she kind of like gives Anton a weird, confused look and shifts back to her morning drink.
Just kind of a little surprised by the look. It's just kind of like, okay, I'm gonna let you enjoy breakfast. Just wanted to make sure you're all right.
Shifts back to her.
Kinda.
He nods once more.
Could you be more awkward?
This person fucking like damn near died. Fuck you. Did die anyway.
She doesn't know that.
All right.
She doesn't know that.
Well, this is kind of
She-
your guys' party here.
She
during
just
the
woke
show,
up, so I'm
if
not-
it's-
I ain't
Yeah.
fucking throwing that on her plate early in this morning. So not just yet.
Better start throwing some fucking eggs on that plate. 'Cause she hungry.
Yes. I'm going to walk over to Carlos and go and check on him. How is he doing this morning?
Hello there, Anton. I'm doing better than I was last night, that's for sure.
So when are we planning to leave?
Probably once everyone is up and gathered and ready. We probably don't want to stick around here for longer than we have to.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Gather what we need and head out of town and we'll try to use the daylight to our advantage to make as much distance from here to our next destination.
All right. So we're just going to be heading south to, what is it, Penalulu? Penanulu, that's what it looks like, yeah. Which is pretty much just going down the river in the wagon. Right, well,
Did we bypass that town before? Did we go through that town?
I
You stopped there briefly, and that's where you.
That was the
acquired
cages.
services of the barge.
that was the orcs, actually. The orcs were before that town.
No. Penanula was after you had encountered the orcs at a small farming village. It's also where you met Gotrek.
Yeah,
and
sorry, that's
you
what I meant. I'm
met,
sorry.
Where were the
you met
gibbet
Gotrek.
cages?
Annaville.
Gibbet
Ah,
cages
okay.
were also in Penanulu.
Oh. Excellent.
It's as I'll refresh your memory on that. So the I'll call it the criminal justice system in the West Marches follows a more medieval European approach, where things like flogging, stoning, gibbet cages, stockades, like those are punishment tools for people who break the law. That is a common practice in the West Marches, because the one thing that sucks worse than anything else is when you do something fucked up and you have to endure pain for a decent amount of time. That's to their minds in the West Marches. That's a pretty good way to dissuade people from doing something stupid. If I steal an apple, I know I'm going to get whipped. So maybe I won't steal the apple. That's their.
You
that's
best
their
think
hope
twice.
to how people will. Yeah, pretty much. So, yeah, that's the story of gibbet cages and stockades. But yeah, you technically you will have seen them in pretty much any town of the West Marches. There is an area, whether it's the town square or somewhere else in the town, like they have that there. Whether or not there's someone in them or not, that's usually the question. You guys noticed it first in Penanulu, and then because you're looking for it in Cools, you also noticed that it was there in Cools.
All right. So Carlos, I think the only person that isn't awake just yet is Finn. I'd go get a couple of things. Had some time thinking last night, but I don't know if it's quite safe enough to go shopping yet. I don't know.
Well, we're probably safer during the day than we were at night. There'll be crowds. People will see things. Whoever was shooting at us won't be able to hide in the shadows and skulk between. Well, they could still be on the rooftops, but it would be much more obvious. People would see them probably.
Right.
As
Well,
long as we stay in a group, we should be fine.
I'm thinking about visiting a weapon shop, buy some things.
Well,
I guess I could probably take Isaac with me, unless you have somebody else that should come with me.
let me think. 6 of us plus these guys. Well, I need to go out and I need to pick up a few things, so I can go with you as well.
All right.
And I know Vin, he also has something he needs to pick up at the tailor, seamstress.
Generally,
right.
he seems to take his time waking up, so we might be back before he wakes up, right?
Possible.
All right. Well,
Yeah, it's
In
very
case-
characteristic for elves to sleep in.
yes, especially this one.
The one that meditates only 4 hours a night.
Well,
Yeah, but how long did he spend angrily practicing his music?
All night.
well, if we want to go out there, go buy a couple things once we get back, I guess you and Vin could get something, or just kind of help him get something. I could probably check on the horses when I get back. See if we're ready.
Seems fine. What are you looking to get?
I'm looking to get a couple of weapons. Just mainly last night. Just a little frustrated with how lacking in equipment we still are.
Indeed.
So, damn goblin riders being out of my reach, and now you've got these fucking assassins that are just attacking out of the shadows, and there's nothing I can do but raise my shield and hope they don't hit my buddies, so...
How loud is Anton being?
I'm talking in a normal voice, pretty much.
Then I probably...
You probably heard it all, yeah.
Nephis perks up when you say assassins.
Oh.
Assassins.
Indeed, it seems that they're here to take over the local thieves guild.
Anton just lets Carlos just explain this.
Nephis blankly stares at you in the face. Just no emotion.
Carlos isn't even looking in fucking Nephis's direction. He still doesn't appreciate how he abandoned the group when things looked grim.
Anton just kind of stares back at Nephis.
So Carlos is just like staring forward, and Nephis is staring blankly at them, and Anton's staring blankly back.
Yeah.
The fuck?
What?
Carlos would not continue unless he was asked further questions.
Yeah. Well, either way, he's going to turn back to his conversation with Carlos. Either way, I'm thinking about I think I'm going to pick up a couple of javelins, and I may actually consider buying a maul.
Maybe I'll grab another bow while I'm out or something.
That would come in handy.
The guild boss leans over because he's sitting at the bar. He looks at both Carlos and Anton. He says, "Are you sure you want to be going on a shopping trip when someone just shot you in the ass?"
So rude.
That's my concern. I mean, I wouldn't mind doing it in the next town.
I don't think they'd risk attacking us in the open with so many witnesses.
I'm just saying, practically, if someone tried to kill me last night, which they did, the first thing I'm gonna do is get out of town, not go on a shopping trip.
Exactly, they wouldn't expect it.
Probably still standing outside tavern right now. Just because they're not gonna do anything in a crowded town square doesn't mean they won't find you in an alley and shake you in bits.
I'll avoid alleys.
Anton's just going to sit there. I'm going to be real pissed if I walk outside and the horses are dead.
That's brilliant.
Nephis is going to make a really quiet whistle at the guy who was just talking and say, "And who are you?"
Oh, jeez, here we go.
Oh, hell.
Carlos would say that under his breath, too. He'd be like, "Here we go."
He's gonna stand up, actually, and he's gonna walk towards you, proffering his hand for a handshake. He's a fairly regular-looking guy. He's wearing plain. Don't let the vampire model fool you. He's a fairly average-looking guy. He's not handsome or ugly or anything. He's got a little bit of stubble in his face. He's middle-aged. He's definitely got some wear and tear, a little bit of mileage on him that you can tell. His clothes, they're not nice looking, but they're not ratty either. It looks like he keeps himself looking nice, and he keeps his possessions maintained to a standard of cleanliness that, while they're not extravagant, they just look a little bit nicer than your average peasant clothes. So he reaches out and he offers Nephis his hand. He says, "My name is Thaddeus Sparks. I'm the local guild chapter leader of the Thieves Guild. Well, I was. Seems I've been evicted."
Nephis is going. Oh god. Nephis is going to look him up and down and say, "You don't look fatty as fuck." And he's going to just immediately turn around and walk out the tavern.
What did he say?
What the fuck? Oh my god.
Oh, fuck.
You glorious bastard. He fucking walks out the tavern.
Sorry, Nephis says
did.
what?
You don't look fatty as fuck. I couldn't even
Sorry,
fucking his name.
Thaddeus Spark. His name is
Yeah,
Thaddeus
fuck that
Spark.
asshole.
I just fuck him. Piece
Oh
of
my
shit.
god.
Fucking Thieves Guild motherfucker.
Khutula like stifles a laugh, but then like winces in pain.
Anton's just really confused for a second and just watches Nephis just walk off. What the hell?
Carlos is unsurprised and
Thaddeus-
says nothing.
Thaddeus is going to return to his seat at the bar, and he's going to take a glance at Carlos, and he says, "I must admit, I find myself intrigued by your choice of company."
It started as a party of convenience, but now it's become one more of necessity as we're hunted by the same threats.
Carlos.
Yeah, he just kind of nods and then goes back to
Maybe
his quiet introspection.
maybe your boss is right. We probably should just go do shopping in the next town.
Yes.
Or we can loot the enemy.
Oh my god.
Either way, I'm not leaving with what I've already paid for.
Fair enough.
We could steal their milk-tipped crossbow bolts.
It would keep everyone at ease. We could all leave together as a party, and they would be much less likely to mess with us then. Fucking Mike. They'd be
Agreed.
much less likely to mess with us then, and it would only be 2 stops, then we're out of here. If we're lucky, it's even on the way out.
Well, in that case,
Either that or Mr. Sparks here could have his twins fetch what is owed to me. Then we would not have to risk ourselves at all.
Anton just looks over at the boss. That's
Twins? Oh, they're long gone. They're trying to do something else right now. But remember, they were doing a distraction. They're out of range. If they come in closer, though, I'll let you know.
Well, their distraction didn't do very much for
What?
us last night.
Well, I'll find out more details about what they experienced when they come back to me. Maybe they didn't do a good job. Maybe the situation could have been made worse. Let's reserve judgment of the professionals until they've reported back. Respectfully, of course.
well, if you and Vin got business to do, and I guess I can probably wait on weapons for now. So they probably go see about waking him up, do the business, and then we can get the hell out of here.
Go ahead, go fetch him and see what he has to say.
He's a little surprised by the comment. Is like, all right.
Me
And-
just now remembering that they're on bad terms.
I mean,
The bromance has had a rough patch.
the bromance was mainly between like Carlos and Vin. Like,
Okay, Anton.
Like Mo, Curly, and Larry. Anton's Curly.
Okay, Anton
Does
looks
that
for
make
Vin.
you?
Okay, I'm in my room.
Knock,
Is,
knock.
is my room locked?
Did you lock it?
Is it lockable?
It should be.
Nah, technically yes, but not really. You weren't given a key or anything. Tavern keeper would have the key, but yes, there is a lock on the door that can be
I
locked.
bought a fucking room here before Carlos ruined everything.
Oh, well, then
Fuck
Then
So
you
you.
is
locked
it
it.
your room, or is it the tavern's keeper that's letting you stay there in exchange for money?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. You don't get a
The
fucking
nut
key.
room.
Sorry.
The nut room.
I'm gonna knock on the door,
Good.
Vin.
Theoretically,
You-
ask the tavern keeper to lock and unlock the door for you.
Okay. You would hear. I don't know how the freaking transactional goods and services work in this world.
I understand that. I'm educating you. I'm not admonishing you.
Okay, I love you. You would hear Vin playing his instrument.
Vin,
His lute, his newly acquired lute, meticulously but quietly. But you would hear it through the door up there. Probably.
I'm gonna knock again, Vin.
There is no answer.
Anton's gonna fucking break down the door.
The door that is not locked.
Yes, that's how angry he is.
I'm just gonna. I'm gonna try and open the damn door. Just gonna open the damn door and just walk in.
Okay.
Okay. You see Vin laying in bed, playing his instrument, looking blankly at the ceiling.
Anton's just gonna.
Scandalous.
He's playing
Anton's
the
just
skin
gonna walk
flute.
over to him. Vin, you
Oh
need
my
to get.
god.
Vin, you need to get up.
I'm sorry. I'm really hurting. Vin says, oh, what is it, Mr.
Still waiting for that
Greycastle?
Vicodin to kick in.
Carlos was saying you had business to do here.
I'd hardly find the tailor, visiting the tailor, to be on the top of my list of things to do when there are unknown killers after us.
I mean, I think he was gonna go with you, and then once you guys get back, we're gonna go ahead and leave and get the hell out of here.
Well, how many were there last night? 6 of you? 8 of you? And Carlos and Khutula nearly died.
Yes, I'm aware of that. If you want to discuss it with Carlos, you can. I mean,
Why does he need me to go to the tailor?
because he'd rather people go in pairs, not get caught alone here.
All right, I will speak with Carlos.
Okay. When you get back, I'll see about getting us out of this place and we can keep moving.
Whoa, Mr. Santiago. I said I'd speak to him. Or Mr. Greycastle.
What?
I haven't changed my mind yet. Let me speak to this man.
He just jumps over his head. Okay.
I put my loot away and go downstairs.
It's a skin flu.
Oh.
Just gonna walk over here and just watch Vin just go talk to Carlos for a second.
Anton already knows this is gonna be good.
It's like, oh god, what have I done?
I walk over to Carlos.
You know what? You know what? Seeing that this is happening, these guys just find
These
something better
people
to do
who
over
refuse
here.
to fucking speak to me or even tell me their fucking names.
Oh, Carlos,
You never asked them anything.
Yes,
they
I
just
f-
fucking
I
talking
did.
to Carlos and they're what?
In the
Carlos
IC
is-
chat, I
And
like
I
stood in the middle of the fucking room and was like, does anybody want to tell me who these individuals are?
that is true.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, they did. They decided to allow like somebody that was familiar with who the fuck you were actually
Okay.
explain the situation.
And I don't
They
think
weren't, like,
anybody-
ignoring you. They didn't want to interject or intercede in business that wasn't theirs.
Yes. Okay, I speak to Carlos. I say, Mr. Santiago, you want me to accompany you to the tailor?
I intend to pick up what I've already paid for. Since we're going to the same spot, it would make sense.
Yes. So now you've grown a conscience. You could have the threads on your back right now that are
This is not what I want.
of fine value. I was never going to return to that tailor anyway. No need.
No need. I also need my hat. This one is a poor substitute.
Yes. Well, good luck to you.
Anton just kind of just watches this, just like, what the fuck?
Carlos wouldn't
Why would
waste any
I go
effort. Like
with him? I'm the most anemic motherfucker.
If
Carlos wouldn't waste any effort trying to convince him. He's so upset about
Hey,
what
I need to
happened
go to
last
the
night.
store. There's an assassin might be on me. I'm gonna take the pacifist fucking little dweeb, the one who can't fight
Yeah.
for shit, to watch my back against,
so are they?
I'm pretty sure those
Carlos-
fucking crossbows can technically one-shot me.
What's your HP?
Maybe less than Khutula.
Somewhere on here.
39.
39.
Yeah.
I won't say anything definite, but Vinshenzo should definitely watch himself. He already is, but there's
And Carlos
Yeah,
is
you're in
asking
danger,
me
man.
to fucking go to the tailor so he can have an honest business
listen.
transaction. Fuck that.
very big difference between Carlos asking Vinshenzo and Kardoc asking Seeker. So, you know what? If Carlos thinks that Vinshenzo is a big enough fucking big boy to go and get his shopping done, then
Yeah.
all for it, man.
Yeah.
The meta should not be listened
I'm
to
not
when making
metaing.
character decisions. I know.
It's metagaming. Get him out of
making-
here.
I'm making a comment, not making an admonishment.
I'm not metaing, I'm just reaffirming that I'm a fucking dweeb. I'm an anemic dweeb.
A bitch. Sorry.
Anton, would you mind accompanying me?
Vinshenzo is the living embodiment of a power bottom.
Anton seeing how that conversation went. Anton seeing how that conversation went. Yeah, I'll go with you. All right, let's go.
Is Isaac gonna follow us? Because that's kind of the thing he does.
I feel like
He
Carlos
No,
just...
are you inviting me?
That's never stopped you in the past.
I mean,
That
Oh,
is
I see you
true.
didn't
No,
invite
but
me,
I
so just
suggest that 2
invited
people
myself.
go, and 2 people are going. So unless you're inviting me,
yeah, if Isaac's
Hang
gonna
on a
stand
second,
guard, I'd say
Is Anton gonna leave Khutula alone when he's potentially injured and recovering from a near-death experience?
for a
He'd probably
moment.
tell Isaac to
You-
watch Khutula,
you-
if anything.
You watch over everyone here, Isaac. Please.
Man dresses like a peasant.
I mean, okay, but you remember what happened last time, right?
What happened?
What a- Yeah, don't jump off the damn wagon.
What? No, I'm talking about
No,
us getting
stay
ambushed by
here.
bats.
Stay here and guard. Please make sure nobody dies, okay? Please. We'll be right back. It'll be really quick. If Isaac's
I think Carlos and Isaac have like the least interactions between each other than anyone else.
Anton doesn't really even interact all that much
100%.
with Isaac either, actually. I mean, sometimes
at
he
least
does.
No,
Carlos.
Anton interacts with Isaac the most.
Fair enough.
Yes.
That's telling, isn't it?
Well,
Isaac Stormwind is Aragorn. He just kind of fucking sits in the corner, smokes a pipe, and then beats the shit out of everything that moves.
as he's walking out the door, thank you, Isaac, and just
All right.
walks.
I'm gonna fucking peek outside, and I'm gonna see if I see anything suspicious. Whoosh.
Okay.
That is 17 plus 8, so 25.
There's nothing that you can see out of the door you're looking at that appears suspicious. It seems like a regular, normal morning. People are going to work, waking up, throwing poop out their window, all that kind of stuff.
Outstanding.
The
Alright, yeah.
poop.
Carlos is gonna walk out, and he's gonna like kind of guide Anton to follow him, and Carlos is going to blend into the crowds and move around through groups and stuff to try to mask his movements while he moves to the tailors and or the seamstresses and the whatever the hat guy is. And
Right.
yeah, he has a lot of experience with that because that's kind of what he did as a kid.
He played Assassin's Creed.
Yes. Stole. Instead of murdering people, he stole stuff.
And Anton's going to work
100%.
with Carlos to get to
So-
this place.
You weave your way through the pedestrians and any carts, people on horseback, all this kind of stuff. The general morning traffic, and you make it to the. Sorry, which one did you want to go to first? The tailor or the hatter?
Probably whichever one's closest.
The tailor is closest. So you make it to the tailor shop, but it's not open yet. You can tell this
Oh.
because the shades are drawn on the door and it's locked when you try and open it. However, you do notice, just for the sake of generality, when you look to your left and your right, other shops on this row are not open yet, and some of them, like the people who run the shops, they're just opening up. So it seems as though a lot of people are just getting to their stores.
Okay, I'm gonna bang on the door to see if maybe somebody is inside already and just hasn't opened the door yet.
Anton's not going to stop him from doing this. He's just going to keep a lookout.
Okay. All right. So as you're doing this,
Oh.
coming from behind you is it's kind of coming around the corner behind you is the tailor, and the tailor immediately recognizes you as they arrive at the door, and they say, good morning. Your package is waiting for you. Just give me a moment. I'll unlock the door.
Oh.
That's very good then. Carlos would step aside so that he wasn't blocking the door.
I don't imagine he reacts.
Carlos,
What's that?
what's your passive perception?
18.
Oh.
Holy shit.
All right, so the so the shopkeeper opens the door, lets you inside, and requests you just wait in the sort of the main foyer while they go while they go and pick up the package they have for you.
Will he let Anton step in? I don't know if he has any particular reaction to Anton or not.
No, he basically he showed up and opened the shop door and then went inside. He didn't close the shop door behind you or anything.
Okay.
He's opening up the shop, so he's just saying hey, do you guys just mind waiting here when I go in the back? Kind of what he's doing.
Is this the tailor or the hat person? I'm sorry.
Taylor.
The tailor.
Wasn't it a woman?
Clearly not now.
A very eccentric woman, I remember, who was very flirty with Vin.
Like a seamstress or
multiple people work at this shop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe the tailor's in charge of the shop, and the seamstress is in charge of the little seamstresses.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never know. There's multiple employees for this business establishment.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Yeah, they'd
I wasn't,
wait inside.
trying to be an asshole.
Carlos would have Anton stand next to the door and prevent anyone that looked dangerous from coming inside.
I most certainly will comply with that.
Okay, well, jumping quickly to a different topic, Nephis, the man stops just at the corner of the street in front of you, giving you an opportunity to approach him. He doesn't seem to notice you.
He's out in the open on the corner of a street? Or is he
he's not hiding or anything, but he's definitely not standing in the middle of the road. He's just kind of idling, essentially just kind of lingering or idling once again. Just to the corner, so he's not in the way of anything, but he's not making any effort to hide himself from sight. He's just sort of kind of blending in with the normal morning routine. But you've been able to follow him and his movements thus far, so you're able to pay attention. Nobody else seems to notice who, where, or who he is, where he is, or what he's doing. But you got him pegged out. See him.
I would like to go into my coin purse and pull out 2 silver, and I would like to stealthily approach the man. Should I roll another sneak?
No, we'll maintain the one that you already did.
I'd like to bump into him and say, "Hey, excuse me, sir," or sorry, "Excuse me, sir. You dropped this," and hand him 2 silver pieces.
The man. Oh, well done. Very cheeky, sir. Just give me a moment here. I'm gonna see if this man is able to. Ooh, okay. As you perform such a function, he immediately takes 2 steps back as sort of a little bit of a natural reaction to the shock of you bumping into him, and he notices the 2 silver pieces in your hand, and he starts patting his belt, and he says, "Oh my goodness, you're right. Thank you so much for noticing that. What a kind neighbor you are." He only actually takes 1 silver piece, and he with his free hand he closes your fist around the other silver piece, and he says, "Please, kindness is such a charity these days. Please keep the other silver piece. Thank you so much for your neighborly attitude." As you're interacting with him, you get to see his face. His face is too plain. He's so staggeringly normal that it almost seems strange to you, especially seeing how he's been operating and witnessing the things that initially stood out to you. He seems kind of there's something out of place. He's almost too normal.
I am going to ask him. Actually, could you help me, sir? I'm a little new around here. The evacuation from Vales. Are you from around here?
He quite smoothly shakes his head. He says, I'm sorry. I'm new here as well. I'm not from Vales, of course. I'm just passing through. I don't know much about this place, but I'm sure if you're looking for help, he points down the street towards the town square, sort of continuing on the road that you're currently on. He says, I know that there's some town watch there who've very helpful. They helped me find my way to the local tavern. If you have any questions, I'm sure they'd be more than happy to help.
Nephis crosses his hands. Oh, no. That's even better. I haven't been past north of Vales. Did you come from that way? I heard the orcs getting really terrible. That's why they had us evacuate from Vales.
He looks really quickly around the corner. He almost manages to disguise it enough to make it seem as though he's sort of caught a glint of something or just something distracted him really quickly. But you can definitely tell that he's trying to look down the alley at a specific door in the shops that are opening up, and he's trying to pay attention to a door. And
are the streets busy?
Turns back to you. They're busy. They're populated, but they're not full. There's regular traffic, but it's not super heavy or thick. You're not in a crowd.
So there's like
or
traffic like going like next to us, right?
Yeah, there's people walking. There's some horses pulling carts. There's
refugees.
There's work being done.
Yeah,
and there's refugees fiddle fucking around too.
Looking around.
Once again, the streets are populated. They're just not packed.
Nephis is going to look up and down the street and kind of try to motion his hand at the passerbys and trying to position himself where the man has to look away or look towards me and away from the alleyway.
Okay. So he looks back at you and responds saying, actually, I coming from the east. I'm just passing through. Looking for. I'm actually looking for a friend of mine right now. He left a little bit earlier than I did. He said he was going to pick up provisions, and he's meeting me here. I'm sorry. I'm just kind of. I'm waiting for him to show up so I can keep. We're actually leaving today. So, if you don't mind, I'm actually.
Oh, if you're looking for him,
look for my
I'm
friend.
quite the tracker. I can help you find him.
I'm gonna get you to roll persuasion. Persuade this man that you're of your pure
Of true
and
intent.
innocent intent. Yeah.
Oh,
Damn.
Oh,
Almost a
God.
17.
I just got
That's good.
booted
though.
from the
You-
old
you
server
didn't-
there, so just give me a
You
second.
didn't critically fail.
I blame Cecilia.
He just regular failed.
Blame Cecilia. I'm putting Cecilia right there.
So the rolls.
Just give me a second. I got kicked out of the
Gotcha.
server. Oh, it's my entire Steam. Okay, cool. Steam's doing its thing.
It's
Damn it.
Tuesday in Canada.
Haha.
Tuesday. Oh, there we go. Connect. Okay, sorry. What was the final result?
A non-natural 1.
He rolled
Ah.
a 2.
With a -1 to charisma.
So the man very politely declines. He says, "I appreciate the offer, but I'd really just I think I'm sure you have better things. I'm good. Thank you very much, though. I'm happy. I'm happy waiting for him by myself. I'm sure he'll be here soon.
Well, suit yourself then. And then Nephis would begin walking down the street back from where they came and kind of trying to stay out of sight. And I would like to hide and observe him.
Okay. And rolling a stealth check for me, please.
Farewell, normal man.
14.
Not bad.
Awesome. And do you
Not bad.
mind just really quickly putting me back into the DM role?
Don't do it.
Sorry about
It's a trap.
Thank you. Awesome. All right. So you hide at the back. You find a good position behind behind some cover where you can observe the man. As soon as he registers that you have left, he starts to approach the door that he's been looking at this entire time, and he you can see him test the doorknob, and as soon as he registers the doorknob is unlocked, he enters into the store.
Copy that.
Carlos and Anton, really quickly.
I'll miss
The
it to you.
both
Go
of
ahead.
you, yeah, absolutely. So the both of you are standing in the sort of the main foyer of the tailor shop, and after 2 or 3 minutes, it seems, of waiting, the tailor comes back out, followed by a seamstress who is carrying she's carrying the suit that you had ordered, the outfit that you'd ordered. And you can tell it has been crafted exactly to the specifications that you would request. It looks the spitting image of what you had hoped the outcome would be.
Outstanding.
And the seamstress smiles, and she proffers over the package to you, and she says, "I hope we were able to do this outfit justice for you."
Indeed, it looks exactly how I envisioned it in my mind. I believe I owed you guys a little bit of money to be paid upon delivery. Let's see here. Carlos would fish around in one of his pouches and procure the 10 gold pieces that were owed.
The tailor himself accepts the gold. He nods his head in thanks and says, "Thank you very much for proffering the second half. Please, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. If you ever need anything else, of course, please come to us. We appreciate your service."
Do they have like a room anywhere in nearby that he could change into, or?
Yep, there's a small closet, not a closet, but like one of those changing closets.
Room
Sounds
closet,
like
yeah.
a pretty good place to get assassinated, Chief.
Hell
I
yeah.
know. Like Anton a little
window-
concerned about it.
A windowless room that's probably like less than 5 by 5. Yeah, there's definitely an
It's
assassin in there.
effectively the medieval equivalent of like 2 pieces of plywood and a fucking coat rack with a curtain on it. It's not a Fort Knox fucking like safe that you're walking into. It's literally just obscuring your naked body from the public eye.
You don't
Outstanding.
know. There may be vampires in there.
You're right. There could be vampires.
'Cause they
You walk
did-
in, and there's in
they-
fact a troll.
How are you hiding in here? This space is smaller than you. No, because they were expecting
also,
the
mid
clothes back, right?
Yes, they were expecting the clothes back. You were effectively wearing a rental suit.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I do that, and then I come back out and I look dashing, and
You look absolutely fucking fabulous.
Anton is
hat.
impressed.
Only mildly.
Sure.
Oh, all right. Carlos is a little disappointed, but
So
he guides them to the Hatter shop instead.
So you walk out of the tailor's and you continue down the alley, sort of side street towards the Hatter's shop. And just give me 1 second. I need to see the result of a dice roll.
And just before you say anything, Carlos would still be careful to take populated streets on his way, even if it would take longer to get there.
Yep, absolutely. The populated streets themselves, while I say side street, I'm not saying it's empty. I'm just commenting on the general size and dimensions. It's not a thoroughfare.
Their side street.
But there are still people going to and from work or going into a business, something like that. The Hatter's shop, it is open for business. You walk past the small side alley, being sure to not get too close to it. Of course, we don't want to be groped by poison daggers. And you arrive at the Hatter's shop. The Hatter's shop door is already unlocked, and it appears to be open for business. And you are able to enter the store if you so desire.
All right.
Same deal.
Yeah, I open the door and I look inside before stepping in, but yeah, I do so.
So you enter into the Hatter's shop, and you can see there's 2 customers in there, and the Hatter himself is serving one of them. As you walk in, he looks up, acknowledges you briefly, and then returns to interacting with the client, who quite quickly pays for a small. I can't remember what the name of it. The cloth under, like when you're wearing a helmet, you don't just wear the helmet. You wear that like
Coif?
cloth thing under.
Coif? Padded coif?
Coif. Thank you. Yeah, the guy's picking up a coif. You can tell by his demeanor he seems to be like a member of the town guard, but he's not in his full regalia. He's just either going to or coming from work. Yeah, tosses a couple coins politely on the counter and nods to both of you as he begs his leave. He exits the shop.
Never mind the mask man. Move along.
Never mind the mask man.
I mean, as far as anybody else is concerned, you're coming from Vales where there's a bunch of weird hoity-toity people, so who knows?
That is fair.
He probably thinks you're some kind of
Probably thinks I'm some entertainer.
some weird noble that doesn't want his face seen.
I mean,
It's
I don't know.
improper to have your face skin exposed in public. It's obscene.
These peasants can't possibly look at my beautiful face.
Unworthy.
Unworthy indeed.
Hang on, sorry. I guess I don't really need to worry about this. No, I'm gonna keep doing it this way. Okay, yeah. So, after dealing with that customer, comes over to you and Carlos, and he says, "What a perfect timing! I was just looking at this fine piece of art that I've made on your behalf. Please allow me to go and grab it in the back. I'll bring it out to you just momentarily." Normally I keep them out front, but this one was just too nice of a piece to leave to the lingering eyes. And he disappears in the back of his shop to where he actually makes the hats to grab your hat for you.
While he's doing that, Anton is going to think about how much time has passed roughly so far.
Mm-hmm. Anton, what's your passive
'Cause-
perception?
11.
Anton could also ask Carlos.
Okay, you're busy buying
Well,
hats.
Carlos, your passive perception is 18, correct?
Show me your timepiece.
If anything, you probably notice Anton getting a little anxious, if anything, just watching the time.
How queer.
Fuck you. I'm concerned about how long we've been gone.
Calm down, Anton. We couldn't have been out more than an hour.
Hmm.
We're back before you know it.
He nods, just taking this, keeping this in mind, but
This is
Doesn't
important,
quite-
Anton. You have to help him get his hat.
I know.
This is a major quest line
Well-
for Carlos.
He's putting a lot of faith in the man who
Carlos
failed him
and
last
Vinshenzo.
time.
Carlos, what's your AC?
Oh my god.
15.
You're protecting
Okay,
his
so
life.
as you're politely and casually waiting for the man to come back out your hat, you some sixth sense tells you something is horribly wrong just moments before a short sword stabs at you, dealing 6 damage.
Oh, hell yeah.
No, sorry.
Can
Not 6. It's 13. 13 plus 6 is 19 damage, and you have to roll a DC 15 Constitution saving throw.
so
Ooh.
I'd like to use Uncanny Dodge as a reaction to half the damage.
Okay. I still need to get you to roll that DC 15 Constitution saving throw.
If he fails the throw, is it still halved?
Yeah, because that's Uncanny Dodge is just its own thing. So that is 15.
Hooray.
Alright. So you take 12 poison damage.
12.
Yes.
Is that like half
on
the
a
amount?
failed on a failed save it's 24, half as much on a successful save.
And how much was the so I've basically halved both of the damages. What was the first one?
Okay, so the first one was 19, so half of that we're just gonna call 9, because
Okay.
I'm gonna round down for the sake of odd numbers. And then a further 12 damage from the poison.
It's 19.
Wow, just went back. That's perfect.
Right?
What? No, 9 plus 12 is not 19.
That's 21.
21.
Oh, yeah.
I was
Shut up.
concerned
It's
for a
9
second
plus
that I was
10.
doing math wrong.
You were.
Yeah, so you take, so there's the other customer, the one who had just been browsing hats, is brandishing a short sword, and he is just sprung his trap.
That
You've
is
been trapped.
it's just-
epic.
That's just the one guy.
There's just one guy. He just
How
fucking
loud
stabbed
is this
Carlos.
commotion?
Unless Carlos chooses to make a loud noise. Carlos?
Carlos would kind of like, as he's dodging, it would kind of like cry out a little bit, like "ah," and afterwards he'd
So-
like practically shout at Anton and be like, "Anton, get him!"
Anton, upon hearing this, immediately snaps into action, grabs out his longsword, and rushes at this guy.
Anton, I'm gonna hold you back there for a second, because Nephis, you hear the cry and the shouting. So we're all gonna roll initiative now to make sure that all actors know that they are aware that there's a situationally happening.
Do I roll initiative?
I don't think you're at the Hatter's shop.
I don't
I
think
always
so.
fucking
Okay,
forget.
11,
it's plus
21.
your dex, right?
Yeah.
Plus Dex, yep.
Then yeah, it's 20.
Okay, so 20.
Holy shit. Damn it. I was gonna go talk to Nephis by the cart. Son of a bitch.
He's not at the cart anymore. He followed the assassin that
I
he spotted while he
know.
was sitting in the cart. Anton got 11. Okay, so it's going Carlos first, then Nephis, then the assassin, then Anton.
So if the assassin's like right there, right? He's like right in front of me.
He's
How close is
Alright.
he?
snuck right up behind you and fucking attacked you. He stabbed at you directly. on your
Standing.
back.
So so I fucking as I was like dodging, since my initiative is so high, Carlos like drew his rapier and now he fucking attacks this motherfucker right in the face.
Send it. Get her done.
All right, so that is 15 plus 7, 22.
You hit.
Awesome.
Oh.
And since there's no other enemies nearby, I get to use my sneak attack on it as well. There's that D8. So I do, let's see, 12 plus 17 damage.
God damn.
Carlos is
Well done.
pissed. He just wanted to get his fucking hat.
Yeah.
All right, Nephis, that would be you. Is
I fucking
sorry,
bust
unless there's
through the
anything else you want to
door.
do with your Carlos.
Say that again. Not.
No, he's
Yes.
busting through the door. He's fucking going at it.
Okay. How good did I get that guy?
Similar to, well, not as bad as what he gave to you, but he's definitely as swift and nimble as you are. And as you stab out at him with your rapier or lash out him or however you made your attack, he's able to not cartwheel, pirouette. That's the one. He essentially pirouettes away, and you catch him, like you give him a nick. You get a little bit of him, but it's not enough to do any serious injury.
Nothing to put him down.
Isn't a pirouette like a
No,
backwards backflip, spinning backflip?
Okay, essentially.
Am I retarded?
The only other way I can describe it is a horizontal cartwheel, because he's not fucking like cartwheeling away. He's like spinning away.
He kind of
He's-
twirls.
Head's still up, feet are still down. He's twirling. He's pirouetting.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know
Pirouette
about
sounds a lot more
ballet.
fancy. It's okay. That's why I'm elaborating for you, so you can experience this visually exciting.
Okay, we've established that the
extravagant
assassins are
adventure.
gay.
Basically.
I would like to run up to him. Am I able to like make it to him
Okay.
within 30 feet from
Yes, it's a fairly small shop. That's why I haven't bothered really visually representing anything, because like just by opening the door, you can definitely.
the door? Well, I fucking have my short sword. I fucking swing at him.
Fuck yeah, get him!
Yeah.
That is a fucking quick math. 16.
That sounds like a hit.
16 hits.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Double team him.
I do fucking 9 damage.
Hell yeah.
9 damage. All right.
And I attack him again with extra attack. Oh, that doesn't look good. I get 12.
That does not hit, sadly.
Ah, And then I end my turn.
There, I made a store if you want to use
Okay.
it, Chris.
Thank you. Okay, well in that case,
Well, also,
shadowy figures
After
will be
Carlos
here.
like made his attack, he would step back like 10 feet or however much he has. He'd get distance from the
I
dude. That's how he
appreciate-
fights.
I appreciate that you're saying that, but I'm gonna ask that you keep to where you were supposedly gonna be after you ended your turn. We started Nephis's. Just I know I jumped away from
Dumbass.
you. A
You
little bit,
did.
but I know I did. But I'm gonna ask, despite the fact that it was my mistake, I'm gonna ask that you stay within that.
No, because you're trying to kill me.
I mean, he's got a
First
point.
of all, I'm trying to facilitate a story.
Yeah, the story is
Yes.
I just got stabbed. Fuck you. Carlos wouldn't stand in one
Yeah.
spot. That goes against his character.
It's danger. It's danger. Look, we're in a dangerous situation. Ooh, you're kind of scared right now. It's high.
Yeah, that's why you
anxiety.
stepped
Oh.
back.
That's why he stepped back.
Climax.
Carlos has fancy
Okay.
feet.
Yes,
I have
he
fancy
does.
feet. It's a fucking perk. If it was any
Carlos.
other person, then I'd understand.
Carlos has a foot fetish. Oh,
In a way, yes.
shit, fucking
My
lie.
footwork is fancy, motherfucker.
Laugh.
So is
So-
his.
Not as fancy as mine.
Fucking-
Do you see what I'm dressed in?
Carlos is giving foot jobs.
A dress.
I fucking love you.
Okay, Anton, it's your turn. Let's just move this on. I need to finish Anton's turn so I can quickly go pee. My bladder is.
Is
Oh.
that
Well, here,
why
let's-
Carlos couldn't move?
Let's just take just a moment. then.
Yeah.
Go
There's
go
a lot
ahead.
of
Go
fucking. Just. I'm not thinking straight. I need to pee.
go do that really quick. I'll be right back a second too. All right, hang on.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Aw.
2-second pee break. Anton's going, then I'm going too. Are you going pee as well? That's too bad. You can.
Whoa.
Wait, what?
Oh.
Someone going with him?
His dog. He's gonna pee
Oh.
in the shower with his dog.
Hell yeah, dude. It's a bonding experience.
Come on, dog. It's time to learn how to pee.
Ugh.
Just go piss next
thought he
time,
was-
Chris.
I'm back. I'm back.
I thought you were fucking. I thought he was following you, but he stopped following you at some point.
Okay, Moonbeam went to go do his thing really quick. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
He had to go pee on his dog.
It's okay. I went ahead and did a quick bio break too, since he was doing one. So
What?
don't worry about
Wow.
it.
What is going
Brings me back.
on?
What is going on?
Bio
Tell me,
break?
man.
Anton talking like it's the fucking 2000s.
What is bio
What?
break?
I'm sorry.
Biological.
You studied biology in like
It's
the
an-
3 minutes you were gone and you went to the bathroom?
It's an Eve thing. I'm sorry. It's
Oh.
literally an Eve term. I'm sorry.
It's not just an Eve term, it's just an internet term.
Oh well.
I've been doing some chemistry mixing urine with with chlorine.
Hello, I'm back.
Yes. Thank you. Okay. So,
Aye,
God, are you ready?
bitch.
I'm
Okay.
ready. Are you ready?
Anton's anxiety immediately just kind of like shit. Just fucking here he is getting attacked. Pull out my longsword. I'm gonna
Explodes
run in.
into adrenaline.
I'm going. Yeah, basically, I'm gonna run into this mother. You're not walking out of this place alive. I am going to use inspiration to give myself advantage on my attack. Let's see. 10, 16.
That should hit, I think.
16 hits. Yep.
All right. See, 1d8, and I'm going to be using a maneuver. I'm going to be using disarming attack, provided I hit.
Hit him, Anton.
Oh.
So you'll be taking 9 slashing. Let me see. Disarming. When you attack a
Oh.
creature, you expend 1 die. Okay, I'm going to roll extra damage here and then do my disarming attack, and then you need to make a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw. Okay.
Okay, so 10 damage. And then you need to beat, what is this? You need to beat 14.
Where did my little metal 20-sided die go? Oh, it's right there. Thank you. Well, 7, a straight 7 does not beat it. So what happens? Disarming strike?
His weapon drops to his feet. The short sword will drop to his feet. He is now disarmed.
Oh.
Have you used your item interaction yet?
Item interaction. What?
Because you can take his weapon from the ground.
I think I could do that as a
Or
bonus
like
action.
throw it away to
I
make it
think
harder for him
Anton
to
has
pick it
a
up.
shield
Kick it.
and a sword, though, doesn't he?
Kick it. Kick it.
If it's a bonus action, I'll certainly
It's
kick.
technically a free action.
Yeah, in
Take it
that
away.
case, yeah, disarm it. Fucking kick that
Oh.
shit away from him. Since he's now disarmed, and I'm going to use extra attack because that is a fighter thing.
I thought it uses your
So-
movement to
I used
items.
No, I used what was it? 10 feet
You
of
get
movement.
an action, a bonus action, and an attack. Move. If you decide not to move, you can usually use that as a larger action. So, for instance, if you were to, I don't know, pick up and load a crossbow
But
instead of moving.
can my bonus
Okay,
action
but-
can my bonus action be kicking the weapon away?
Yeah, you can do that.
You
Okay,
can
that's
also
my-
interact with one object or feature of the environment for free during either your move or your action.
Okay,
But
Well-
his weapon isn't like a part of the environment. That's his weapon.
yeah.
It is
Um,
now.
Yeah,
It is an
technically it is.
object
Bending
on the
down in
ground
front of an
or a
active
feature of the
combatant,
environment when it
picking up
falls
and
to the
using
ground.
weapon off the floor.
What did
Okay,
Grace
incoming.
say?
The other attack is 14. Does a 14 hit?
14 does not hit.
All right. That is all Anton will be doing. This assassin is now disarmed, and the weapon is kicked away from him. Let me know if he makes any attempt
Okay.
to movement, because that is important.
Here, throw this horse where the
The
weapon
assassin
went.
does not move. He draws a dagger and attacks you, Anton. What's your AC?
19.
Oh my.
Okay.
You're not walking out of here alive.
He makes 2 attacks.
All right.
So that's a 6 plus 7. So that one misses. And his second one. So both his attacks miss.
Okay. Does he attempt to do any movement, or is he just going to stand there?
Excuse me.
He's going to. He's not going to do anything else. He's made his 2 attacks. He can't really move anywhere that would
Okay.
screw.
Just
So
let me know if he makes an attempt to move, because Sentinel is a feat that I will use against him. And that will be pretty much all I can say right now. Sorry for kind of taking control of that.
Carlos, you're next.
Awesome. All right, so I move forward 10 feet or whatever, and I attack him again. And I guess I'll say if I manage to hit. +16. I'm pretty sure that just auto hits at this point.
15 is the number you're looking to beat. for
Yeah,
AC.
I have like 16 plus 7, so. Yeah, so I'm going to attack again. And I'm going to if I deplete his hit points, I'm going to knock him out. All right, so that is 13 plus 5, 18 damage.
Oh my.
Okay. Give me a second to do some math. Okay. You're good. You can continue. Sorry.
Okay. And then I take it he doesn't go down.
No, he's still up. He's still kicking.
Okay. Cool. I jump back again. Fuck that guy.
Oh.
And as I jump back, I call out, "Try to take him alive. We can get answers."
Okay, in that case, if there is any pretty much fatal attack, it's pretty much just going to be non-lethal from Anton, I'd say. Yeah.
Oh,
That concludes my turn.
Okay. Nephis, you're next.
I roll to attack him with my short sword.
Yeah.
All right.
15 plus 7.
Is Anton gonna...
Hits.
Not Anton. Is Nephis gonna try to take him alive?
Yes.
Outstanding.
That was always the plan, Chief.
Hell yeah. I love it. Same wavelength.
It is 11 damage to him.
All right. You don't happen to have a second attack, do you?
I do.
Nice.
I will attack him for a second time. 18 plus 7.
Definitely hits.
4 damage.
4 damage. All right. Okay. So next is the assassin. And he is going to look around the room. He's looking pretty beat up. He's looking around the room and he's hearing these the shouting of Carlos to take him alive. And he turns his knife on himself.
Yeah.
And he
Shit.
fucking slits his own throat.
Oh,
Fuck.
it's the Dark Brotherhood.
So he dies. At the back of the shop, like right here, the Hatter is just staring. The hat that he had made for Carlos is clutched in between his hands. His hands are like just bone white. He is in absolutely no fucking idea what's going on. For Anton and Anton alone, after this man has slit his throat, you witness the same sort of experience that you had with Khutula, where a ethereal form emerges from the corpse. However, once again, for Anton and Anton alone, you notice that the face on this ethereal being is different from the actual corpse's face.
Whoa.
The hell? What's this one?
No, it's the same person, just a different face. Facial features are different in the
Oh.
ethereal.
Okay. Does this ethereal try to interact with me in any way?
It's a changeling.
It's same with Khutula. Well, kind of same with Khutula. It stands up and it kind of looks around. It like seems to recognize your presence.
Anton, after hearing what the orc had said earlier, has decided to be a little bit more cautious about how exactly he's saving souls right now. He's going to let this one go.
Hell yeah. The one that got away.
Okay.
If Nephis is near the Hatter, he'll take the hat and put it on his head and lean against the counter.
Yeah, the Hatter is too much in shock to stop you. You take the hat right out of his hands, and he doesn't even register that you've taken it. He's just staring at the body. And
It's off to that. Though.
I don't even
Alright.
think. I don't think Chill was saying interrogate the
Anton, you
ghost.
allow the ethereal thing to dissipate slowly. It doesn't say anything, but it locks eyes with you.
I lock eyes with
the
it.
entire time as it starts to fade essentially into an unrecognizable mist.
Carlos probably can see Anton just looking up at the ceiling, probably. Just kind of above where the assassin was.
Did Anton ever talk about how he saw like Tula's ghost or whatever?
I don't think Anton ever
No.
spoke aloud about his experiences.
I talked about it lightly. I didn't go into more detail.
Anton got mad when Vin was taking credit for saving Khutula.
I
I think that was the extent of it.
You bastard. Hey, at least you healed. Thank you.
As Carlos is kind of like checking over his wound and making sure it isn't too bad, he'd like notice Anton like follow some invisible object up into the ceiling, and he'd kind of look at him
Oh.
strangely and be like, Anton, what what are you looking at?
I saw it again.
Oh.
Saw what again?
Spirit.
What? Saw that thing's what?
He's gone now.
Nephis is gonna walk out of the Hatter with Carlos's hat.
The fucking door's behind me. Nice try,
Oh.
motherfucker.
How did he get over here?
I don't know.
Nephis came in through the door. How do you
Yeah,
get
you
behind
fucking-
this guy?
'Cause he was I don't know.
He
Who
basically
drew this freaking store?
I wonder.
he basically looks at Carlos for a second. It's the same experience I had when I saw Khutula's.
So yeah, Carlos. Carlos would ignore Anton for a second as Nephis was trying to get by, and he'd snatch the hat off of Nephis's head.
Oh.
But he would offer his current hat if he wanted it, which was still of really good quality.
I mean,
Do you, sir, accept the hat?
It's kind of like Carlos thanking Nephis for showing up and helping without saying it.
Nephis keeps walking.
Fine, fuck you. Carlos puts on his hat and gains +5 charisma.
You beautiful bastard.
oh my.
+5 charisma for like 3 seconds. That's awesome.
Anton's still a little bit unsure about this experience, but decides to just push it aside for right now. And looks at Carlos just to kind of see how bad the wound is since he got attacked. You doing all right?
It's not that bad. He just kind of nicked me a little bit. I was able to dodge the worst of it. I already had the new hat on. Yeah, and plus it was poisoned, but it's pretty weak. It's weaker than what the last guy was using. I'll be fine.
Does Anton see any shimmering?
What?
I don't
What?
see any. I don't see any. I don't
On
see any
Carlos.
shimmering on Carlos. Yeah. If there's none, it's probably not near as bad. He just kind of
No, he's fine.
he shakes out of that thought and decides to start checking the corpse as well as takes the short sword.
Awesome. So while
Oh.
Anton is while Anton's messing with the corpse, Carlos is gonna move up to the counter. Is the fucking Hatter still like petrified?
He's like starting to register, or he's starting to refocus on reality now, and he's looking at you and looking at the fucking guy and looking back at you. And he says, "Are you all right?"
Yeah, I'll be all right. Let me see here. Carlos would rifle through his pouch. He was much less phased than the Hatter was, despite being wounded. I think I owed you some gold still. I need,
Walking it off, dude. I like it.
Were you gonna say something?
It kind of snaps him back a little bit more, and he's like, yes, right, yes, that's true, correct. Oh, wow. I've never had something this crazy happen in my shop before. Are you sure you're okay? I saw everything. I know it wasn't you who did it. That's crazy.
I'm just shocked that the man took his own life. It's, he must have been more afraid of someone else than he was of us to do that. I mean, Carlos would, he'd put 10 gold pieces on the counter, 2 for the hat and the other 8 is kind of like for the mess.
The Hatter doesn't even seem to register that you put the gold on the counter. Well, he doesn't even look at it, but he kind of goes, "Oh, well, I hope you stay safe out there."
Unreal.
And he's still kind of like just staring at the corpse again and completely in shock. Just, hey, good morning, sweetie. Homicide. And fucking like aggravated assault, suicide in my shop this morning. That's cool. Just make some hats for a living.
Just an average day in ghouls.
It's an average day.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just fucking like staring at it, and eventually he goes and finds a mop to start cleaning up the mess.
Amazing.
All right, Carlos would turn his attention to Anton now. So did you find anything on him?
Anton checks the short sword. Is there any particular theme to this? Like, does it, when I notice anything about the short sword that might point it to a particular entity or a particular?
It's not. Roll me a history check.
I thought you'd never ask. All right.
Did Anton check the body yet?
Oh, god damn it. I'm currently checking the body.
Okay.
Oh,
That would be 3 or 5.
It's not Tarvian.
No, that's for sure. I'm keeping it though.
Okay.
Probably need
You
it
have
for
a short
later.
sword.
Keep his body.
Carlos, would you like to inspect the short sword?
Sure, I'll take a look at it.
We don't have to
Hmm.
if you don't care about it.
Oh, well, it did fucking cut him, so he's a little interested.
It's spicy.
Let's see, what'd you say, a history check?
Yeah.
15?
You know the design. It's actually quite familiar.
Oh no, don't say it.
This is this very specific short sword is from the Smiths in Torbatellia, which is the easternmost province in the kingdom of Rojaran, which is where the Castilian people come from.
Son of a bitch, I knew it. Carlos would kind of say, mostly to himself.
the Fudge Packer Union.
What's wrong?
This this design, it has its origins in my homeland, and Rogeron. This probably means that this guy is indeed part of the group that's been hunting me. Can't believe they've searched this far, all the way to the West Marches.
Well, after what happened last night, I don't want to risk again what happened last night. We need to leave. We need to get out of here.
Yes, we definitely do need to while we have light. Carlos would bend down and check the body to see if there was anything of interest on it, in the
There's
pockets,
nothing,
whatever.
Not even coin. Actually, no. Sorry, that's a lie. You find 1 silver piece.
Carlos takes the silver piece.
Hey, Anton was right. He wasn't going to leave this place alive.
Nephis just paid Carlos 1 silver piece.
Fucking legend.
I'm gonna give you some cash via corpse.
The hound got him.
All right,
Jesus Christ. Okay.
let's get out of here before
Yeah.
someone else shows up.
Yeah, we need to leave. Come on.
They'd head back to the tavern.
Nephis has already made his way back to the wagon. What are the folks at the tavern doing? Which would be Isaac, Khutula, Vinshenzo, and 3 musketeers that are hanging out in the corner.
Khutula is partaking in a particularly delectable breakfast, courtesy of the wonderful tavern keep.
Oh yeah, fried eggs, some breakfast sausage, potatoes that were hashed with a little bit of onion. Pretty good, all things considered.
Excellent.
Joe's just
How
patrolling
full is the bar
Vinshenzo.
of patrons?
Just the 6 of you.
Is the tavern keeper present?
Yeah, he's serving out breakfast to all those who wish it.
Man, this guy really likes us
These
for
guys
no
are-
discernible reason.
Well, he appreciates you for your business, and he also witnessed you guys like fucking come in and get shot. Well, come in after getting shot, and like the whole ruckus. Like he was present for a lot of it.
Yeah,
So he's kind of just
I would be upstairs
being a nice dude because
playing my instrument much as before.
Awesome. Okay. Okay, so Khutula's breakfasting, Chill is patrolling the perimeter, Vin is instrumenting. So I guess time passes until Carlos and Anton show up. Of course, Nephis has made his way to the wagon by now, if he so desires. Yeah. The gang's all back together one way or another.
We're going to step in the inn or the tavern.
You going to walk through a locked door?
Sorry, I was fucking taking notes on the side. I'm sorry.
You gotta
Uh,
knock on the door.
I'm gonna knock. Isaac, you there?
Yeah. I
What's the password?
open the door slightly. Check.
Password is dumbass.
Oh,
Password is remember to knock.
Yeah. I know I'm polite as always, but still. Fuck you.
not cool.
All right. Fuck. All right. So Carlos would head over to these fuckers. It was Thuskar that was like had healing, right? Healing stuff, powers, spells, abilities.
Thuskar is capable of it. Yep.
So Carlos would kind of sit down at the table with the others and give a quiet sigh. Be like, well, they certainly are desperate. They tried to ambush us at one of the shops, actually. They must have known that that I had something to pick up there, which is strange because I'm pretty sure you guys were the only ones that knew that. You kind of...
He didn't just follow you. They knew
He
we
was
were
there
in here all night.
He was in the shop before I got there. He was waiting for me.
That's not good at all. Well, the tailor's shops at his shop and another third one, the butcher. Those are three known associates of the Thieves Guild. It might add him and his cronies checking out several places in town. I'm not sure.
That is possible, I suppose. Not serious. He did scratch me a little bit. Thuskar, if you wouldn't mind taking a look at it, I'd appreciate it.
He does a little mutter and he incites a little incantation and he casts Cure Wounds. This is 1d8 plus spellcasting fire, so d8. Bloop.
He is not on this game today.
Wow. And fucking. He hadn't had his Wheaties for breakfast yet. His
You
spellcasting
shouldn't have been
modifier
drinking ale this
is-
early in the morning.
Wow.
Yes.
Plus 6, so you get 7 HP back.
Well, that's not bad, I guess. Appreciate it. Anyway, I'm all done here. We should gather everyone up and we should get out of town before they find out what happens. Also, something curious of note: the I guess assassin. He was more afraid of being taken in alive than dying. We tried to take him in alive. I called out, we should capture him, get some information out of him. Once it became clear that he wasn't going to get out of there by force, he slit his own goddamn throat. It's the fucking craziest thing I've seen. I've seen some crazy shit.
Well, if you think about it, that actually seems quite logical. There's probably a reason why we've never found any information about this group or this organization as much as we have. Probably because their agents, if they ever been captured, they keep putting themselves to the knife.
Either that inspires either a lot of loyalty or a lot of fear. Turned himself Thank you so much. But
Whether it's out of loyalty or fear, no matter what, these organization, these people that come in with the A game, they're here, they're serious. Although I don't want to stick around and find out. If they're loyal, then I'm afraid of the men they're loyal to. If they're afraid, well, I'm afraid of that too.
But one other thing. Took a look at the weapon that he had. It's definitely for my homeland. So I'm even more sure it's who I thought it was before.
Well, I can't say I'm surprised. Given the intel we know already, it makes sense if he brings over his own trusted men, his agents from his homeland. That's what I would have done, at least.
Well,
Oh, Jesus,
All right.
what was that?
An assassin
yeah.
going through the window?
The guild boss agrees with you that it would be a good idea to get gone sooner rather than later. Yeah, he hasn't said anything, but it's very obvious that all three of them have realized that you've got some nice new threads. And they're all giving you looks of like sort of shock, a little bit of minor shock and confusion. The fact that you went out there to get clothes, come back stabbed.
At least we killed the guy who stabbed him.
Yeah,
well, Carlos is very serious about his
a
fashion.
little bit oddly. Fair. It's a very fair statement.
These are custom threads. They should make him more persuasive.
All right. Does anybody else have anything?
Yeah, once Vin is ready to go, we'll depart. He would say it loud enough for everyone on the bottom floor to hear.
He looks over in Khutula's direction for a second. I'd imagine she's probably still having breakfast. We're just gonna need to probably give her a minute too, so we got a second.
She glances over with bread in her mouth.
Quick finished.
Breakfast.
Whoa.
So I think we've got a minute.
Okay. Finn stays in his room because I don't think he would hear that.
No. Carlos would merely speak loud enough to imply that somebody should get Vin, but not him, because he doesn't want to talk to Vin unless he has to.
Also, because he knows Vin was right.
Vin can suck a dick. Go play your skin flute.
Speaking of, the Dragonborn sidles up to the bar as Khutula's eating breakfast, and you kind of just very not even trying to hide it, is just watching her eat food.
Oh my god. Is this how Dragonborn flirt?
I don't know.
Just kind of glances over nervously and slows down a little bit. Kind of scoots some bread his way.
You've got quite the appetite. For someone so small, you shovel back quite a lot of food.
Wow.
Oh.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's a compliment or if he's calling her fat.
They're like the
Anton
elites
Just
from
squints
Halo.
at him and shrugs.
Anton just kind of looks off in his direction, just kind of watching the conversation.
Carlos would kind of like raise an eyebrow at the Dragonborn, like wondering what his fucking game is, because that
was uncalled for.
that wasn't exactly smooth, according to Carlos, and he knows a thing or two about being persuasive.
'Twas a statement.
It indeed was a statement.
Aye.
I
She
think
kinda,
he was
like,
just calling her
finishes-
fat.
She finishes her bite and she just says, "Don't know when I'm gonna be able to eat again. Might as well get the energy now."
Dumbass.
That's sad.
Whenever I travel, I always have a full belly. Always meat, no berries, none of that milk drinking. Bread, fresh meat.
He licks his lips a little.
Oh my god,
I
this
once-
sounds like Isaac's friend and it scares the shit out of me.
I once consumed half a cow.
I think he's trying to boast now. Is Khutula impressed?
She just kind of looks at him and is like, "Is your brain molting? Because I don't really know where you're going with this."
Oh!
Get fucked!
Oh! Oh my god! Call the brain unit.
The sass seems to fly completely over his head, and he doesn't even register what the insult is. He says, I honestly, I can't even fucking think of a witty response. Oh, well done. Can't even think of a not witty response. He's just gonna fucking watch you eat bread, I guess.
He's not gonna like take what she said at face value about his brain molting and be like, the only thing that molts is my skin.
No, you can eat like it's very evident to
Dragonborns
anybody
molt?
observing that he's just.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Scales.
I mean, they got scales.
I would assume. Yeah, I would assume so because they have scales, but.
Okay.
Oh god, could you imagine just like walking into somebody's house and seeing like an entire fucking like Dragonborn size just husk of skin in the corner? Oh, oops, sorry.
They just have
The
like a
dirty
closet
laundry
filled with
fucking-
them.
They eat it.
Ugh, that's
That's
weird.
where you keep your
Closet.
is this
Hanging
where
up
you
on coat hangers.
My
this-
mom kept all of my
Sorry
molds.
for the mess. I was molting and I just haven't had a chance. Oh, it's so weird.
Is this where you keep all your dead bodies?
I don't know if you've ever heard like I don't know if this is like an American thing too, but sometimes like parents will keep like a lock of hair from their child's like first haircut kind of thing.
Yes.
You imagine like special tradition. It's like, oh my baby's
Keep their first
molt.
molts.
Just fucking keep it in a chest somewhere.
No, they would have it bronzed.
Oh god. Could you have fucking like fucking go home to visit your mom and you're like 25 years old? Look, you used to be this small. This is your first Mom, stop. Okay, sorry. That was well off in the distance.
Anton's
So, yeah.
still not crazy about this Dragonborn so far. He's
Khutula
kinda,
just kind of
Yeah, he's shoving in on the love parade there. He's gonna take the wheels and just drive away with your lady.
that is half the problem.
Watch
Fuck
out,
you.
Anton. You better make your move quick.
falling. It's
this
falling
really
for
is
her.
medieval times because the woman really has no say in this, huh?
Absolutely.
I mean, to maybe offer a perspective, and this is literally just off the fucking top of my head. I mean, there's the only other Dragonborn you've seen in your entire travels probably is his same experience too. It's like, oh look, a lady. First one I've seen in years. Like,
Awooga.
yeah. Time to fulfill nature's primary goal.
No,
Oh my god. Look,
my
man,
god.
and I'm just offering that perspective. Maybe he is just a fucking retard. Who knows? I mean, I know, but I'm not gonna speculate more than I have.
Anyway, she just kind of like sighs loudly and like finishes her meal and then just cleans herself off a little bit and stands up and she's like, "I'll go get him."
Wait, is Khutula gonna go get Vin?
Nobody else is.
No,
I am
you should not go. I will get him. You are small and weak. I am big and strong.
Anton just like
The Dragonborn is going to turn and move towards the upstairs.
Anton just like watches this guy just pass.
So,
Oh boy.
He just kind of like rubs her face just in exasperation.
This is going to
Carlos
end
would-
really badly.
This really is. This
Okay,
really
you guys
is.
the chance to intervene if you want. It's all
So-
up to you.
where Carlos was like at first curious as to what he was going for. Now he's just like amused by the whole situation. So he speaks up to Khutula, and he's like, with kind of like a smirk on his face, he's like, "So, quite the catch there, eh?"
She shoots a glare over to Carlos, and her eyes flash blue for a moment. She starts moving up the stairs and like hangs out like around the corner just to make sure he doesn't do anything absolutely fucking stupid.
Anton looks over to Carlos. Should I go up there?
I'm
Let's
sure
all
it'll
go
be
up
fine.
there.
Okay.
I mean, he's just going to get Vin. I mean, how could he fuck that up? Epic foreshadowing.
I mean, you just fucking saw what happened here.
I mean, yeah, he's
Then if
probably
your
going to
door open or
insult Vin.
closed.
He's
It would be
probably going to
closed.
insult him. But that's gonna be amusing to me.
He just stands there and just watches the stairs.
Oh,
So Vinshenzo, whether or not you're paying attention, but the sound of loud footsteps approaches outside your door, and then your door just kind of opens, no knock or anything, and in the doorway is the very large Dragonborn in full plate mail, and he points at you with one clawed finger and he says,
Your friends are waiting downstairs.
and who might you be?
shit. I had his name written down, and I never fucking actually paid attention before I took
Dragonborn.
note.
Yeah, because you never told us his name either.
Yeah, you never told us
That's
his
'cause
name.
nobody- Yeah, I also never told you the name of the guild boss until now because they never introduced themselves, and then nobody ever asked them their names either.
Fatty ass Dookie.
You just kind of like walked up. Yeah, the first person to ask the fucking guild boss his name was Nephis. He's like, "Hey, who are you?" He introduced himself because somebody actually asked. Everybody else is like, "What's going on, buddy?" And that's
Hey,
it.
what's your name? Your name's stupid. Fuck you.
I remember someone asking the Dragonborn, and the Dragonborn just saying some shit like, "If we get out of this, maybe I'll tell you."
Yes, he
Yeah,
did
that
say
sounds
that,
alright.
and then I wrote down the name, and then I forgot it.
Yeah, I have no
So we'll
notes.
Give him the name
of
right
that.
now.
Killer
Hang on.
GM.
What?
His name
What?
is Daniel.
His name is Mike Foxbig.
Oh my god! What the fuck?
Michael Hunt goes by Mike.
I heard what Kardoc said.
His name is Phil McCracken.
My god!
Hell yeah, dude.
What's cracking, Phil?
Okay, he introduced himself as Vasesh. I will write it down
Vasesh.
on his. Yeah. Vasesh.
And I assume you will be accompanying us now, Mr. Vasesh.
I
Oh.
accompany my master, same as your friends accompany theirs.
Vin lifts himself off the bed and says, "Yes, another open hand."
My hand is not open. It is curled into a fist, as you can see.
Vin could have some
Yes,
fun with
well,
this guy.
We'll see who's who. I don't even know what to say. There's been so many fucking bad NPCs. Freeloader NPCs.
I mean,
Yes, we'll
he
see.
did-
We'll
I think
see
he's
how
the
long
only
it is
NPC that was
before
actually
you ask
fucking
for
useful.
a handout. I walked past him.
he's just gonna kind of follow you down the stairs, not directly beside you, but he's gonna, he'll be like a respectable enough distance.
Anton just lets out a sigh of relief and just thinks to himself, thank God he's not dead.
Who, me?
Sorry, that was the wrong one.
I would never die.
Damn right.
I'm too smart to die. That's why I didn't go clothes
Is that
shopping.
how that works? Okay. It's true. Okay, so you're all together now, except for Nephis, who's just hanging out.
Is the Thieves Guild coming with
dude.
us for real?
Yeah.
At least until they're safe, yeah.
That
Let's-
fucking stinks.
That was the deal.
Vin
That was the deal.
grumbles about this.
That was the deal that somebody else that made.
Carlos would
everybody.
ignore any grumbling.
Let's get in the wagon and go.
The horses are unhappy about this extra baggage.
Yes.
Extra baggage.
Yes.
Don't push me out of the wagon,
Me
Vin.
and the
God.
horses are one and the same.
Nephis would greet
Like-
Vin.
Oh yeah, we haven't seen each other yet, have we? Or no? Yeah, we haven't.
We have not.
Oh, good to see you've
Get up there, Anton.
made it
You
into
just-
town safely, Mr. Nephis. We had quite a show
Yes, let's-
last night.
Let's kick it into high gear, lads. Yum.
Oh my God.
Oh.
You didn't touch anything, I swear to God.
Oh, it was Chris who did this.
It was me. It was absolutely me.
I kicked it into high gear and the
I did
fucking
it again.
fucking map moved when I fucking put it into high gear. Oh shit.
It's too high gear.
I was trying to move.
Sorry, Carlos. I fucked it up.
Are we going
and
to
I moved
11?
the wrong thing.
I'm good to keep going.
I can go however long. I don't work tomorrow.
Yes, but you have Thanksgiving.
I
don't
prepared
care, I can
myself
wait.
for such an occasion.
We got
Okay.
45 more minutes.
No.
That's it.
Vinshenzo.
I'm in it for the long haul, baby.
Vinshenzo.
Vinshenzo.
For sure, for Umbergo.
I
There we
inform
go.
you about how Carlos had an assassin try to kill him at the Hatter.
It seems as though logic prevails again.
Does Vin say that?
Yes.
Yet here I am.
Yes.
Anton does not say anything about this. He just watches the interaction.
Yes, good.
Upon seeing the
Good
the
thing
guys
you
come.
brought plenty of muscle with you, Carlos.
Okay, so unless anybody has anything else they want to do here, we are going southeast to Panalulu.
Me and
Nephis
Carlos are
takes his stuff out of the cart, out of the wagon, and goes to Anton. Where are we heading?
Panalulu.
He starts walking.
All right. I'm not going
He's
to
an
question him. Hey, he can take care of himself. I ain't gonna question. I know he's been gone for a while, but he came back alive, so I'm not gonna judge.
Can Vin do this as well? Can Vin accompany Nephis?
That is a possibility that could possibly happen. Nephis is walking.
I would cast invisibility as a 3rd level spell targeting Nephis as my additional creature as we leave the city.
Oh.
There you go.
Okay.
But yeah,
So-
Anton hearing this from Nephis, once everybody's ready to go, we're gonna depart. So
All right. So it's a several-day journey to Penimemlu. What are you doing, dog? Thank you.
Does anything of note happen on the
Um,
first day?
Nothing. Well, sorry. There are two things of note that happen on the first day.
Oh.
So one thing of note is that as you have traveled a fair enough distance from the going south from the town, there are two figures on horseback that are waiting on the road. As you get closer, you notice it's the twins. They're on horseback, and they just sort of like saddle on behind the wagon, escorting you guys sort of from the back.
Outstanding.
They don't say
Excellent.
anything, but they make positive eye contact with Carlos so that Carlos can see who they are, not freak the shit out.
Get shit out.
Freak the shit out.
Sit on Anton's lap.
What? Wait.
What?
Oh,
Wait. Who? What?
The Dragonborn's lap.
you gotta pick a lap to sit on Khutula. There's not enough room. There's not enough room. You gotta pick a lap.
It keeps falling off.
He walks alongside the carriage.
Anton sits on the Dragonborn's lap.
Oh, what the hell?
Turn this
Anton's-
love triangle around. Switch directions.
Anton's like, let's not fight.
Anton was swayed by the Dragonborn's display of strength.
God damn your charisma.
Yeah,
Anton respects
so
strength.
much stronger than Khutula, that weak. But he's big and strong. Khutula.
That's a fucking hilarious. Okay. So walking and using a carriage literally has no difference in speed. So Nephis and Vinshenzo, unless you guys are taking a different route or making an effort to not be in the same like general area as the wagon. I know I'm talking about like within 5 feet. I mean like if you're doing everything you can to travel separately from the wagon, you guys are traveling at the same speed.
Scout ahead.
I would begin
Okay.
like running / jogging like up ahead at a faster pace every once in a while to just gain ground.
Okay, so for the purposes of like, we'll say, traveling over the course of an entire day, would
Here
it be
we
okay or
fucking
accurate
go.
for me to say that at the end of the travel day, you guys would at least finish traveling somewhat in the same like vicinity, or are you gonna make an effort to like not be near these guys at all? To the point where, let's say, for example, they get attacked by wolves. Like, are you going to be close enough to be part of that, or are you guys
No.
keeping yourselves super fucking separate?
I might keep about like a mile up the road, and then each day I would come back to try looking for their camp. And if I can't find it within an hour, go back to our camp, then continue.
Okay. So you guys are very much traveling as separately as you can, just
Aye.
ending up in the same place.
We're
I think so,
scouting
yeah.
ahead.
Okay. Okay.
I do not associate with
Oh.
the Thieves Guild.
With a Thieves Guild. All right. That's fair. That's fine. I just, like I said, I'm just trying to etch it out so that I know what to involve you in and what not to involve you in, and that kind of thing. So now that that's
Oh,
Great.
fantastic.
Thieves Guild.
he's been
DM.
yeah.
When we set up camp,
Bring-
when we set up camp for the night on this day, I'm going to try and talk with Carlos and Khutula and talk about the spirits that I was seeing. Kind of speak more about it.
Crazy Dragonborn who absolutely needs to go because he's making weird
I mean,
advances.
one thing at a time here. One thing at a time. Okay,
Let's be mine.
let's focus on the spirits first.
we get rid of that.
Anton is getting jealous.
Okay, well, you go ahead and strike that up.
So are Carlos and Khutula a campfire over here to talk to?
Yeah, Carlos should be around.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to try and talk to them. So, guys, I wanted to talk about the spirits that I was seeing. Carlos, you heard me talk about that earlier.
Yes, imagine it must have something to do with that mask. I didn't think it would be so literal.
I think it, yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
What?
So, I experienced the exact same thing that I saw with Khutula. What happened is, this assassin, when he got done offing himself, his spirit, it left his body and it just stared at me. I could have interacted with it, but no offense, but I decided to let it go.
Wait, that happened with me too?
Oh.
He looks over to Khutula and you did die for a moment, yes, and I managed to bring you back.
Interesting.
You came out of your body on the table, and you came out, looked at me, asked if it was time to go. And I said, no, it is not your time just yet. And I brought you back.
I wouldn't say that.
What?
Why would I say that?
That's fucking hilarious.
Anton just shrugs. I don't know, you said it.
Well, it was. I don't know much about this kind of thing, but it was your spirit, not you. So
How are they
I don't
two
know.
separate entities?
He seems confused by the same thing.
Perhaps it's the difference between your conscious and subconscious.
It's a scam.
Well, I will remind the fucking. I think if I remember correctly, the spirit that came out of Khutula was actually like that of a child or like a younger Khutula.
That's
as well.
yeah, I was. That's exactly how I pictured it, and yeah, it was.
Say that.
Yeah, it was a more childish version of you, Khutula.
Well, that's rude.
No. What I mean is a much younger version of Khutula, as just a young kid.
How quiet are you being?
I'm keeping it relatively low key.
Okay, just give me a second here. This is ample opportunity for you. Someone's fucking retarded.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
fuck.
I have
The more retarded, the better.
Vinshenzo.
What?
Fuck it.
Oh God, help me.
Are you
What have I-
messaging me
Here
on
from
Steam
behind
again?
you. No. You had your other Vinshenzo Cairona model
Oh.
here that's usually on top of my dice tower, and then I found it. It was on the bowl.
Yeah.
Oh, there he goes. Goodbye, Fiddler on the Roof.
So-
yeah, so here, a voice from behind the three of you say,
Of course she's not a child. Look, she's practically a broodmother already.
Oh.
No.
Anton just like looks at him and just kind of looks at Khutula's reaction as to just how she just kind of handled that. What does she have to say to this?
Pulls out. And
Khutula turns around, puts her hand at the center of his plate mail, and casts Shocking Grasp.
No. He's not like
Oh,
he's not standing right next
Oh,
to
okay.
you. He's like sitting a ways away. He'd overheard fucking Anton say that she was young like a child.
See,
He's saying that no.
See-
She's old enough to have kids. The fuck are you talking about?
that reaction
Oh.
right there is exactly why I don't fuck around. I leave the
Well, that has-
Dragonborn alone.
I think the best part is that she's technically like not quite an adult yet.
I don't think so. I don't even know.
Yeah.
A child.
But-
Wow, Anton, I
She's
didn't know
actually
you were
quite
into that.
young.
Anton just kind of looks at Khutula and then looks to frickin' the Dragonborn, just like, what the fuck? Just kind of like this confused expression.
You can see her jaw like
Back
kind
off
of
the
clench
territory,
and
pal.
kind of fist ball up a little bit, but she just kind of takes a deep breath.
You're a real smooth talker, aren't you?
It is not my fault she's upset at being called a child.
No, I don't think she was upset at being called a child. I believe she was upset by you comparing
Can we
her to some
please
Let's
go back
There is only one thing
Yeah.
to
worse
what
than a
Anton was
rapist,
saying?
Yes.
A child.
Very well.
There's
Clearly, I need to watch my voice a little bit more. He tries to go back to explaining this to Carlos and Khutula, just in a bit of a quieter tone. That way, hopefully, the Dragonborn doesn't fucking overhear this.
Yeah,
But-
he nat 20'd his perception on that one.
Damn.
God damn it.
Practically
Fucking
approved,
smooth
mother.
brain, but can see shit from a mile away. Holy fuck.
Charisma is a dump stat.
There's less going on in there, so we can focus better.
Oh my god. Yes.
Anyway,
But yeah, he starts to whisper now at this point. But yes, I saw a child or a child version of Khutula come out of her body and ask me, "Is it time to go?" And I told her it wasn't her time, and I brought her back, and then she just came back to life on the table. She was dead. I was sure of it.
Well, if that's true, then she certainly owes you a debt of gratitude.
No. I mean, that's up for her to decide. I ain't doing that. I'm just glad that she's alive. And the other thing, this assassin we killed earlier today, or he just he offed himself. He had a different face than the one that was on him when he came out of his body. It was different.
And his actual face, that was like was he the one that was very plain looking, like very average looking?
He was too normal. Is
Okay.
what was described to Nephis. You guys didn't really get the same description, but essentially what you would have seen, based on the fact that nobody was really examining him too closely, he just seemed like the blandest, most average dude. But like I said, Anton saw a different face.
Yeah,
Carlos kind of look to Khutula and be like, "Is there a school of magic where somebody could make their face look different?"
I mean, I know of illusion spells. I would imagine it's something similar to that, if anything.
he starts to grow a little concerned about this particular discovery, just kind of wondering how many of those people are kind of running around right now.
Probably more than we'd ever imagine.
Probably. That's mainly what I wanted to talk to you about. I'm starting to see these things now. I'm not really sure what changed, but things are certainly changing.
Well, it's obviously the mask. It's giving you powers so that you can, what did the orc say? Help others pass along to the afterlife or something like that.
Pass along to the afterlife and speak with the dead.
I'm surprised
As
you
well
didn't
as-
take that opportunity to try to help him along his way instead of just ignoring him. Perhaps it would have proven you worthy.
You're suggesting
Ooh.
Anton hearing this, he's just like, "Are you suggesting?" And then just kind of stops, and then thinks on this. Wait, has he been missing the whole point this whole time, wondering about this, and just kind of looks.
I'm just saying, based on what the shaman said, based on what the rock creature said, all the things together, the whole point of the mask is to help others pass along into the afterlife. I'm not sure how you would do that, but clearly your opportunity to prove yourself must lie in that window of time when the spirit leaves the body.
Anton, just hearing this theory from Carlos, just kind of starts. You could see his eyes just kind of working through it. That's an interesting point. I may try something next time.
Well,
I don't know. Maybe
Next time
I
the
would
assassin
just-
sticks his throat in front of me, I'll make sure to really pay attention.
yeah.
I would chastise you about making plans on others' deaths, but based on our history, you're probably right. It will happen again. Someone will die, and it will be up to you to pass them along.
He nods.
But if you have the power to return others to life, that could give us an advantage. You could keep us all alive if something bad happens.
Even if that was the case, I mean, I've only seen this twice. We're still trying to understand this mask, and if it starts, I don't want to get careless. We shouldn't go walking around thinking that we're invincible. That'd be foolish.
Of course. Just something to keep in mind if someone's ever dying again. It might be worth a try to do what you did with Khutula.
Well, I had considered the thought of bringing him back, since he was talking about the spirit. I probably could have interacted with him. It's just that
I don't blame you for not wanting to bring back somebody that tried to kill us, Anton. But
no.
You could-
You misunderstand me, Carlos. I understood what you said, that we should keep him alive. I understand that. However, since he killed himself, would it have been right for me to bring him back? I don't think that would have been the case for this, so I felt that it was best to let him go.
You're probably right. I don't believe, based on what little I know of this religion, they would probably frown upon...
Taking advantage of souls like that.
Indeed.
And yet you did the same for me?
Well, to be fair,
Anton-
it sounds like you asked.
Anton just kind of looks at Khutula with that comment. He doesn't really say much, he just kind of looks at her. Just kind of like, oh, I really don't want to answer that.
It sounds more like you're supposed to help them along, not just let them go or push them back. I feel like Carlos mentioned, it would be very frowned upon if you, even if they're cherished companions of yourself, and I do appreciate what you did, but I feel as though if you want to get anywhere with this, you're going to have to let people go and assist them in going.
I'm all in favor of Anton figuring this out as well, but not at the expense of our lives.
True, but because if you think about it as a trial, wouldn't it be more of a test if it was someone he cared about?
Anton just seems a little surprised by this. I couldn't let you go. Just plainly says it. I don't think I can do that.
No, I don't think you would.
Jesus Christ, the romance options are laying on thick and fast for Khutula.
I mean,
You're in that
Fucking-
part of fucking Mass Effect where they just all start coming out of the woodwork. Hey, you thought I was just a member of the crew? Little did you know.
Dragon Age
I mean,
2.
you-
You're
you-
nicer
you have-
than once.
I'll,
you have Nephis making artwork for you. You have Vin asking you to run away with them. You have Anton always wanting to be around
oh
you.
my
You have
fucking
Dragonborn.
god! Shut the fuck up, Carlos.
Carlos is doing everything he can.
He's
to
fucking
so that
keeping
he's
track of
that
shit.
knows The rest.
Anyway,
Oh, I
with-
am pushing it.
Ben is fucking married. Shut up.
Thank you.
This is the Middle Ages. People had consorts all the time.
Thank you.
Not
with
elves.
that comment from Anton, Khutula would just kind of give a bit of a puzzled look and kind of just
Noble elves.
kind of not really sure how to take it.
Yeah, he wasn't really sure how to say that either. He kind of tries to keep the conversation moving along. Either way, I'll see about learning more about the mask, see if I can figure out more about this. But you guys have given me some things to think about.
Indeed. And hopefully you'll find luck in your endeavor to learn more. But at this point, I feel like the only thing you'll be able to learn is by what you actually attempt to do.
He simply nods at this.
Well, time to kill Khutula now.
No, don't you?
We gotta test the mask. She
Why
offered.
kill me when there's
So well
three
before,
others
let's just
sitting
try
over
and fuck
there?
again.
I don't know. At this
Khutula's
point,
like, wait. There's that Dragonborn over there.
I was just about to say the same thing. I'm about to kick his ass.
Killing two birds with one stone, eh, Anton?
Yeah.
Anyway, so was there more that Anton really said after this?
He pretty much just says, "Thank you guys for listening. I'm gonna go ahead and keep watch for now, and we'll go ahead and travel more tomorrow." Do they have anything else to say?
Nope. Carlos has already said his piece.
Khutula just nods
Fuck you
and
and your
moves
problems,
to
I'm
her
going to
sleeping
bed.
area.
Ugh.
Okay. In that case, Anton is going to go help keep watch. Satisfied that at least he was able to tell them more about what he's been experiencing. So
I'm gonna start like collecting handwriting examples of Anton and Khutula and just start forging like love letters between them.
you bastard. It's like, Anton, why did you write me this? I didn't write this.
All right,
Why did you
Ben
write this?
Franklin, calm down there.
My handwriting's not that good.
Hey, so that doesn't matter.
I don't know, man. It would be even more scandalous if you just start writing it on behalf of the orc.
Accidentally slip it to the Dragonborn.
Oh no.
Dragonborn looks at Anton. So,
Oh no.
oh no.
The wrong letter.
God damn it went to the wrong dragon.
Is the filthy thieves party fucking within 30 minutes of the scouting party?
You are able to backtrack and find them. You don't even catch sight of them, but you can hear them. Like you can
Oh.
choose to continue, but you more than fucking hear them before you see them.
I go and make myself visible, and I stand there.
Okay.
Am I
Well,
with
you guys are having
Nephis?
a mighty fine night. Specifically referencing the chat at 10:21, Devon says each night after setting up camp, Nephis would tell Vin he's backtracking to check on the others. So do
Vin would
that
go
as you
with
will.
him because he
Oh.
doesn't want to be left
There
alone.
you go. Probably for the best.
Vin is very
Yeah.
light-footed.
There's scary things that go bump in the night.
Yeah.
Aye.
Okay, well that's what happens. You guys are just hanging out, and all of a sudden, fucking Nephis shows up, and Vinshenzo.
Vin is hiding.
I do
And-
not notice them with my 9 passive wisdom.
I have
I ignore
11.
Nephis.
I have 11. I don't even think I notice him, do I?
I make
15.
myself notice. I just walk towards the camp.
Carlos
I don't
notices.
notice.
Anton just looks at Nephis, but doesn't question him any. Just keeps watching.
I do a perception check around the camp.
I see everything.
Oh, that is oh, 10 plus that's 15.
I do a
There's a
perception
porcupine in a
check
tree nearby.
around the camp.
Say that again.
Oh,
Vin doesn't see anything, but Nephis, you see a porcupine in a nearby tree.
Porcupine?
that makes
Porcupine.
no fucking sense.
In a tree.
Nephis
Porcupine.
wait,
It's the spy.
No.
is that normal? Can I use my intuition to tell if that's normal?
Yeah, you want to roll me
Depends what
nature
kind
if you
of
want.
tree it is.
Yeah, I'll roll to see if that's normal.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Porcupines eat tree bark. They climb trees quite regularly.
They
I was just waiting
They like evergreen trees, don't they?
It's a vampire. It's sucking the
They
sap
like
out of the
evergreen
tree.
trees. They also like.
God.
They also like deciduous trees, either in the winter or in the spring when they have the juicy little buds.
Oh yeah, I
or
know
when
they
the
like cedar
the
and
trees
stuff
are starting
too.
to die.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
just
they like,
waiting. I was just waiting for Nephis to like roll like a critical fail, and then just be like so fucking sure that porcupine should not be able to climb trees, and insisting that it's some kind of
It's a
spy and
trap.
going over there and killing it.
yeah. It's a
So wanted it
Wolverine
to happen.
trap.
GM, if nothing happens tonight, this will be considered a long rest, so I get my superiority die, right?
Have you spent
I
any?
believe that's how that works.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
spent
you
one to
spent on
disarm.
the assassin.
Okay, I'm
Does
back
not
to where I
see
was.
anything,
Thank
I
you.
mean, you get them back even on a short rest, if I'm
Snorts
not
and
mistaken.
spits the biggest loogie into the center of camp and then walks away.
Okay.
Fuck yeah. All right.
Outstanding.
Anton just,
Khutula just kind of smirks.
That sounded
Anton.
real.
Anton just looks and then just kind of keeps an eye on Nephis. Just like, what the hell? But yeah,
Clearly, that man just swallowed a bug.
yeah, probably.
I do not waste protein.
Heard it here first. Nephis swallows.
Aye.
But that's all that Anton wanted to bring up for this. We can continue traveling unless you've got something.
It's 2.6 days to get to that one.
Next
Alright.
town.
Penninulu.
Excellent.
It's gonna take I guess 1.6 days now. Yeah, there's nothing really eventful that happens for the rest of the night. On the next day, traveling south, you start to meet up with a few pilgrims. Sorry, not pilgrims, refugees. Pass a few of them as you travel, as well as some soldiers who are making their way up north. Aside from that, your second day of travel is also uneventful. If you choose to do anything during that day of travel, you can.
Uh-oh.
I will say that,
Time out. Your internet's really laggy, I think, or is it just me?
It's him.
No, it's him.
Okay. It's hard to understand you.
No.
better now?
There you are.
Seems to be.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna try again. So day 2 of travel, aside from passing refugees going south and soldiers going north, there's nothing that really is out of the ordinary. As you're traveling to Penunulu, you do pass through that small little farming village. You recognize that it's still pretty bad looking. Looks like somebody put it to the torch, and whatever citizens had survived the orc raid are trying to rebuild their homes as you pass through.
Damn, that sucks for them.
Yep.
Yep.
Aside from that, you continue your day of travel and arrive at the end of the day unmolested or unbothered by the outside world, at least.
Oh.
Oh, no, don't worry, Khutula. You've been getting bothered all day. Probably between fucking Anton and the Dragonborn.
Hey, I've been leaving her the fuck alone unless she asks me to do something.
Uh-huh.
I
Sure.
know better. She knows shocking grasp. I ain't fucking around.
Anton's wearing fucking
Khutula's tying
metal
her shoe
armor.
and Anton's
I'm
just
wearing metal armor. I know
tracking
better.
with her from 2 feet away at all
Anton's
times.
wearing metal armor.
I'm wearing metal armor. I know better.
Anton's metal.
And fucking washing her hands in a stream. Anton happens to be there also washing his hands, but not saying anything because he knows better. Fucking 5 feet away at all times.
He's got to make sure she's safe, obviously.
My Khutula, what a coincidence that we keep appearing in the same place. It
How
must be fate.
queer.
It must be
You
fate.
know, there's no one else around.
Fucking Isaac took me out. Fuck.
Alright, anyway.
Oh my god.
So that guy says you're child rearing age, huh?
My god.
Oh,
No.
We
Anton,
travel to
no.
the next region.
We travel to the next.
Yeah. So towards late afternoon is when you arrive at Penunulu. Before you, Vinshenzo and Nephis, nothing prevents you from entering the town if you so choose. However, as the rest of the group are approaching the town with the buildings on the horizon, Thaddeus sort of leans over to Carlos and says, given our experience in Coles, are you sure you want to be going into the town just willy-nilly like this?
Fat assiest.
You may have a point. Do you know if there was any Thieves Guild activity in this place?
No, there was never a chapter in Penunulu, but just because we weren't there doesn't mean they aren't either.
It's fair. Perhaps we should camp outside town.
Let's just fucking go.
Well,
They
no,
even-
Vin, as I said before I started that, Vin and Nephis, if you guys just want to head right into town without making a camper in it, you can, because you're not
No,
part of that group.
I would not.
Or would they be like waiting like outside nearby to, and would we see them as we approached?
That's up to them to choose. The only reason that I made the distinction is specifically because the guild boss is concerned about walking into town or riding into town just fucking without any
Scouting.
seemingly any semblance of caution.
Vin would follow Nephis.
Because Vin and
If Nephis decides to go into town, I would cast invisibility on us.
No, I would want us to stay out of the town so we can make sure that they pass through. I wouldn't want to get too far ahead.
Awesome.
Do they even pass any of this information or intent with Anton?
What the
Probably
fuck
not.
does that mean?
No, that just
Everything
no.
has to go through Anton. God.
No, it's just like I'm just freaking
when you can
going
see
down the
dead
road.
people, you can make the call.
Yeah, well, why
Hey,
don't you ever
they
send
said-
me a mental message, Anton? Huh?
The mask said that I could see into the future.
Hmm.
Yeah, see
Uh,
into
you-
the future, straight into the sun, buddy.
Yeah, it's very bright.
I can see the future.
Carlos would speak to Thaddeus. Or the twins are still nearby, right? They're like still flanking us.
Fatty ass.
Yeah, they're there.
I think maybe you should send the twins ahead and have them scout it out, see if it's safe.
Oh, I can definitely ask them. Just wait a moment. And he kind of concentrates, screws his eyes shut a little bit, and a moment later, the twins kick their horses into gear and trot towards the town ahead of the wagon. All right, they'll go look at the perimeter, see if they can see anything funky.
Nephis, can we see you from where we are?
We'd be waiting outside of the town, waiting for you guys, so we wouldn't get too far ahead.
Awesome.
Well, in that case, we can either just assume that you both end up pausing outside of town at the same time, or
Yeah.
manage to meet each other, which is totally perfect. So you guys reconvene, or I should say, the wagon comes upon Nephis and Vinshenzo outside of town.
Do we wrap it up
So
there?
Time is it? Oh, 22:52. Okay, yeah. That's probably. I don't think I can do anything monumental in 8 minutes. So I think that's a good place to pause.
How will
For the
how will we
record,
continue it on
late
IC?
afternoon. Yeah, you can continue in an IC. Absolutely.
I'm just kind of curious. How will the IC be? Like, are we just in the wagon, still just going down the road, or are we in town?
No, you.
I like right outside.
The wagon group has stopped the wagon outside of town, and they've come upon Nephis and Vinshenzo, who were on foot, head of the wagon, and that's where we'll do the IC.